Hello there, this is Rom Wills coming back at you with yet another video. Why you can't lie to a woman. Oh yeah. Now before somebody just jump in the comments and say, oh yeah, I lie to women all the time, I'm going to tell you why you really can't lie to a woman. See, what's happening out there, dudes think they lying to a woman. They think they are, they hitting them with, what an old friend used to call the requisite lie and all of that. You telling her, feeding her a bunch of bullshit, whatever. You just think you lying to that woman. Understand something, though, conversation is very important. And with the words coming out your mouth are very important. You're not really lying to the woman, though. See, understand something. Understand something. When women communicate, it's not just based on the words that they're hearing. In fact, all human beings, but all human beings are like this. But women are just more attuned to it. Like, communication is probably 8% verbal. A lot of communication is body language and how the woman will feel, right? How people will feel. Like I said, women are more sensitive to it. Not so much as men. We tend to we're not as feeling, we're more logical, more in our heads. But a woman, she gotta feel you. And it's like, you're not really lying to her when you telling her that you're a multimillionaire or something like that, if you're not. Because the woman, when you saying that, you say, yeah, I got these businesses and stuff, she's looking at other things. Women are looking at other things. One, she's looking at your clothing. So if you say like you're a multi-million-dollar businessman, they're wondering why you're wearing clothing out of Walmart. Now, millionaires are notoriously dressed down and all of that. But they still looking at the quality. Not to say they're going to be accurate, but most people, they wear what they can afford. Right? So they're looking at your clothing. And not only looking at your clothing, they're looking at your posture. Do you walk, or are you walking around like you're a multi-million-dollar business person? Are you walking around like you're a boss? Like, if you got like poor posture and poor body language and kind of submissive, what some people would call beta body language, telling her you're a multi-millionaire, she just gonna look at you. She gonna like, why this dude lying to me, right? Now, it's not to say they're gonna always be accurate. There's always an exception to the rule, but that's what they're looking at. They also listening to the tone of your voice. They're looking at how you hold your head. They're looking at all these factors. They smelling you. You saying you're a multi-millionaire or something, but you smell bad to them, they're going like, hold up, this dude making $1 million but can't, afford some soap? Seriously. Seriously, that's why you really can't. Right? Because they're looking at a bunch of things. As my father would say, you can bullshit a woman, just don't lie to them, because they're going to figure it out. Now, of course, some people will say, well, I lied to these women, they believe the lie. Because, bruh, no they didn't. I'm going to tell you what. And I've talked about this when I've talked about my book, Nice Guys and Players, right? And, of course, in the book, men are divided into 4 categories for dating, right? Of course, we talk about Mr. Goodbar a lot. We talk about the masked man. Though, first of all, Mr. Goodbar, that man's just sexy to a woman. You don't have to say anything, right? He probably don't even know if he's sexy to certain women, but he is. That's why they're throwing it out. The masked man, that's that guy with money and stuff. And part of the mask is walking like you got money and everything, right? Just to be clear, I say you can still get a woman without money, but the reality is it's still going to draw some women. I'm just saying, my thing is try to get you past that way you can get it just on who you are, right? Just to be clear about that. But it still works. It still works. You just don't get what you could get, right? But then there's the non-select dudes, nice guys and the gamesmen. Like, a lot of guys be spitting that game, lying, telling blatant lies and stuff, and they think it is working, right? I'm going to tell you what's happening with that. The women already seen through the games. They seen through the lies. I'm going to tell you what, any halfway attractive woman has been getting every line, every pickup thing, every little trick since she hit puberty. Unfortunately, before she hit puberty. It's nothing, you ain't hitting her with anything new. But here's the issue, and this is why a woman will put up with a lot. Like, basically two basic reasons. One, for whatever reason, she feeling you anyway and just kind of wondering why you doing all this extra shit anyway. She probably would have gave you something anyway. And sometimes women, they'll let men do extra stuff when men don't have to. They'll just say, you know what, you doing all this stuff extra, they were already going to give you some. So sometimes they'll just say, you know what, I like to do it anyway, boom. And that's what if they like you. Now, if they deal with you and they ain't really feeling you on that first level, that's where the real problem comes in, right? You telling her some lies, she know you lying, but you know what? The guys in the first two groups that she actually want ain't messing with her. You know? They ain't messing with her. Or and what she'll do, she'll say, all right, I'm not getting that sexy dude I want. And I don't meet the standards of that dude with money and status. All right, I got this dude here doing a bunch of dumb stuff. Maybe I can work with him. You become her project or something, right? It's like she get, she's still not attracted to the nice guy, so she'll take this guy. She's like, all right, maybe I can work with him. I can get him to use a spoon and a fork, or I can get him to take some classes. You become a builder. You become a builder bear for her. You a project. Hey, seriously. A lot of dudes lying think they did something. It's like, nah, that woman just didn't have any other options, right? And actually, there's a third one. There's a lot of nuances to this, but, so she ain't have options. She was attracted to you. And then sometimes, some women just easy like that. Actually, that kind of go with the first one. They kind of easy. Like, they might not be socially bright. And you get that, but I got a problem with men who would do that, because that woman might be like on the spectrum or something. No joke. Seriously, I've seen that a lot. There's a lot of women out there who are just socially not there, and they're actually on the spectrum. And depending on where they're at, they got some guys who are going to take advantage of it. Like any parents out there, if you have an autistic daughter or something, pay real attention to who she mess with. I've never seen you seriously. I can go through any neighborhood and, it's the wrong neighborhood. You get that woman throwing it and stuff, and then you talk with her, you be like, wow. And you feel sorry for them. And that's just in the hood. If y'all deep hood, something like that, that's the worst place for that type of woman to be. Or male for that matter too. But, that was only time, because you really can't. Like I said, fellas, understand. Just because you might think whatever, but if your body language say something else, boom. Like I knew this cat, right? He tried to act like he was like the man and everything. And we had a strip club. And I peeped how the women treated me at the strip club and how they treated him. He could give them like about $100 in bills and stuff, and they'd be like, they'll just stop by his table and say hi. I might give $1 if a woman just did some outstanding, outrageous stuff on a pole or something, and I'm just like, oh shit, let me give her $1. I was cheap. I go in a strip club or something with a beer, get some beer and a popcorn because they make you, and I just sit there and like sip that joint all night, right? But this dude, he was trying to act like he was cool, the man, but then I peeped his body language when he giving women money, and it was totally like a little puppy and stuff. And I was just, that's why they weren't like messing with women in the real world. Like he would talk a good game, but then when he's actually around a woman, he was a puppy, right? See, everything, because understand something, if you going to lie, everything got to be congruent. Everything. Every single thing got to be congruent. So your body language need to say it, everything. But if you can do all that shit, it's easier just to be straight up. Seriously. And you could tell a woman straight up you messing with other women. In fact, they expect it anyway. Most of them gonna look at you. If they feel you like you all that, they already know they got competition. And quiet as this kept, women like to compete. What women say, he a challenge. It's better just to be straight up with them. Because first of all, if you lying to a woman, that's saying you bait her. It's saying you a sucker. Because if you can't be straight up, because if people talk about Pookie and Ray Ray or some of these dudes getting it, they tell a woman straight up what's going on. They'd be like, yeah, I got other women. Then they'd say, take it or leave it. Because if a dude got other women, he ain't gonna be, if he got 4 women already, he ain't gonna be pressed about, he ain't gonna feel the need to lie to number 5. No matter how much he might want it. He just gonna say, look, this is the situation and everything. You know? And plus, it's just easier, really. Because then you don't have to keep up with everything. And then later on, she get mad. She can't be saying, oh, you lied to me. It's like, no, I told you this is what it was. And you actually look more thorough and stuff, man. Look, I'm gonna say something about that Pookie and Ray Ray thing, because I know that triggers a lot of people. But part of their thing, part of those dudes you see be getting all the women, a lot of times they're just thorough with it, man. They don't be doing a lot of bullshit. They don't be doing all this stuff people be advising people to do. You get that street dude, they straight up with it. They straight up. That's a big part of their thing. They straight up and they be like, look, this is what it is. So, anyway, it's just like, get out of that thing. Now, here's the thing. Let me be clear. You don't have to tell a woman everything. If she asks you a direct question for whatever reason, instead of lying, just say, you know what? Nah, I don't feel like telling you about that. And let her think whatever. You know? Just say it ain't her business, don't worry about it, whatever, however you want to tell her. It's better you just don't tell her anything instead of lying to her. And not even to keep it. Don't even lie to keep it. If you got to lie to keep a woman, that means your shit ain't good. Because trust me, I know too many women, they voluntarily, like the side piece. Yeah, I know too many women who share their men voluntarily. Sometimes they be in the same bed. You want to be on that level. You just going to let them know. That's when you thorough. That's when you're a thorough dude. And that's what you got to be. So anyway, right? That's it. Talk to you later. Peace and blessings.